We won't tell you her real name or show you her face to protect her identity. We'll just call her Jane. She's starting a new life after more than a decade of stalking and physical abuse at the hands of her ex-boyfriend.
The last time that happened, my son woke up. He was big enough now to get out of his bed, and he heard it, and he witnessed all of it. And I knew right then that I had to leave.
But before that decision day, Jane endured more than 9 years of abuse. Abuse that didn't start out with physical violence. It started out with simple questions.
The phone calls, who's calling you? We would be out, who was that you were talking to?
To name calling. Then one day it crossed from verbal to physical.
Then it progressed to, who are you looking at? With a smack across my face, unexpectedly in the car.
What followed over the next 9 years? A lot of pain. She suffered ruptured eardrums, broken fingers, and more bruises than Jane can remember. Her ex-boyfriend even spent 2 years in jail for aggravated assault against Jane. According to court records, he beat her with a rear-view mirror so severely she nearly lost vision in her left eye. She was 6 months pregnant at the time. Then there was the stalking.
Then when I wasn't with him, he would show up at my job, hang at my job. He got me in trouble several times at my job.
So Jane lived in fear.
It only takes one time. It only takes one hit. It only takes one child being in the wrong place at the wrong time to get hurt or possibly killed.
Now Jane works as a domestic violence prevention advocate with Mary Parish Center in Nashville, a transitional housing program for the survivors of domestic violence. Tennessee lawmakers have taken steps to strengthen the state's laws against domestic violence. Last month, for example, they passed a law that mandates jail time for multiple offenders. And in 2011, they enacted a law that allows for GPS monitoring of pretrial defendants. But we found out that law isn't being enforced across Middle Tennessee. Find out why and what that could mean to your safety straight ahead. At the Capitol, Joseph Pleasant, Nashville's News 2.